Welcome to our final series of the 50Faces Podcast in 2025, where we will interlace solid investment insights with career and personal development advice to help take you to your next pivot or your next chapter. We hear from a healthcare investor who speaks about the reason to invest in healthcare today.
The compelling reason to think about healthcare broadly is I think it's the only industry where you have a permanent base of demand, but it's an industry also fueled by innovation and change.
We do a deep dive into the human psychology behind fraud and due diligence and talk about the fraud triangle.
The theory is that in order for fraud to exist, there needs to be three components present. The first is pressure. The individual has to have some type of internal or external pressure. Then there's the opportunity. And then the third point is rationalization.
Our guests share many reflections, including about knowing themselves as a leader and as a manager.
I'm naturally something of an introvert, and in order to get the best out of teams, you need to actually sit and engage with people and be visible and acknowledge them.
We hear from a member of the newest generation of investment professionals and hear from her about what her generation wants from a leader and a manager.
Just in terms of what my generation is looking for, there's a key theme on flexibility. We'd like to have the flexibility to work from home and an employer that can provide that. And there's also the theme around who can mostly help safeguard your mental health and make sure that you are not burning out at work.
We find out what is important to have in place for when it all goes wrong.
I really truly started realizing the value of having a well-rounded life when Lehman collapsed, because I saw a lot of my colleagues who had put on hold their lives just to succeed in a career, and they lost everything. But I realized that I had a rich life outside of work with my family and my friends.
How to find the courage to think big.
You've got to stop thinking so small. You've got to think big. You've got it. And I have often reflected on that, particularly in those moments where you need to find the courage to really go for something.
To keep sane.
Keep having fun and do things because they're fun. Do things because they're enjoyable. Keep learning. Look after yourself. Look after yourself physically, look after yourself mentally, and look after the people around you.
And when necessary, to start again.
If something goes wrong, just win again tomorrow. Just start again.
So join us as we round out 2025 with a bang. Series 5 of the 2025 50Faces podcast is kindly supported by Diamond Hill. Diamond Hill invests on behalf of clients through a shared commitment to its valuation-driven investment principles, long-term perspective, capacity discipline, and client alignment. An independent, active asset manager with significant employee ownership, Diamond Hill's investment strategies include differentiated US and non-US equity, alternative long-short equity, and fixed income.